fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his own 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Looking for a man, it's Salter. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got a man, it's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Salter. The sure hands, it's Miller. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Running the red zone, it's Welch.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Base 27, John. Base 27, John. Music no. Music no.
Might be calling a hot route.
Okay, ready?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Welch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Jennings. That's caught, it's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Leaves it with the back. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time. He just overthrew that one.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Calls his own number. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, there's a good example of it.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Salter. A little release to the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Dances away. Lions on the move. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation. That made that play work.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. He might want another play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He turns it loose to the left. Makes a catch at the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Jennings. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. Past the 40. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get... second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leiter, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brinson. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, and this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Finds his man. It's Harden. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Harden. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's got it!
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. On the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Takes the handoff. It's Harden. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Trying to find the end zone. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
On the option. Got room to work. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to...
There he goes! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a 1st down at the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 1 second left here in the 3rd quarter. The give out of the gun. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Salter. Grab near the marker, it's Miller. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Atkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll go with a direct snap. They convert on third down as he gets him to the 46-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got his man downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
Fires it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Hudson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Rushes on him. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Mustangs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for two. To throw, it's Jennings. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Handoff, keep working on that clock. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. And the quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects